sure knows how to come up with really annoying toys and theme songs. I now know that Tiny Tina the Talking Tabby probably isn't the worst toy. It's got to be that new...
I'm going to introduce each of the fifth graders, and then they're going to sit down, and we're going to review the rules. Jacob Casey, Andrew Sweeney, John Lutz, Julie Alfredson, Daniel Peskowitz, Kelly Bradley, Brian Taborowski, Michelle Miller, William P.A., Aaron Banks, Julie Richheimer, Joshua Lemkin, Lindsay Sacco, and Sharon Spada. Shannon Spada. The rules for the spelling bee are on your brochure, on your program, and I'm just going to review them with you briefly. The child will say the word, spell the word, and then repeat the word. If a student forgets to repeat the word, he or she will be asked to do so. If the student misspells the word, he or she is out. If the student realizes that he or she has misspelled a word, the student can go back to the beginning of the word and start again, as long as he or she has not given closure to his or her answer by repeating the word. A missed word should be repeated 3 times, after which the word is spelled by the word announcer. A new word is given to the contestant who first missed the word. When the competition is narrowed to the final 3 or 2 contestants, a word is dropped if all remaining contestants miss the word. In this case, all 3 or 2 final contestants try again until a clear winner is declared. It's very important that parents and children and anyone in the audience stay in their seats until the bee is over. It's also very, very important to be as quiet as possible because I'm also listening to what they're saying. Thank you. Casket. Lena was buried in an unornamented pine casket. Casket.
I just lost all the mic.
Colossal. The new stadium is a colossal building seating about 100,000 people. Colossal.
Colossal. C-O-L-O-S-A-L. Colossal.
That is not correct. Colossal. The new stadium is a colossal building seating about 100,000 people. Colossal.
Colossal. C-O-L-I-S-A-L. Colossal.
That is not correct.
Colossal.
I'll read the word and I'll say it's okay. Colossal. The new stadium is a colossal building seating about 100,000 people. Colossal.
Colossal. C-O-L-L-A-S-A-L. Colossal.
That is not correct. Colossal is spelled C-O-L-O-S-S-A-L. Colossal. Humane. Sharon received an award for her humane treatment of stray pets. Humane.
Humane. H-U-M-A-N-E. Humane.
That is correct. Crutch. Under the left shoulder he carried a crutch, which he managed with wonderful dexterity, hopping about upon it like a bird. Crutch.
Crutch. C-R-U-T-C-H. Crutch.
That is correct. Trousers. Ralph purchased some wool trousers at the haberdashery. Trousers.
Trousers. Trousers. Trousers.
That is correct. Awkward. But something troubled and awkward in her manner made Mistress Mary stare very hard at her. Awkward.
Awkward. AWKWARD. Awkward.
That is correct. Peninsula. Florida is actually a very large peninsula. Peninsula.
Peninsula. Peninsula. Peninsula.
That is correct. Peony. Ben placed a brightly colored peony in a tall vase. Peony.
Peony. Peony. Peony.
That is correct. Column. A wooden column supporting the balcony had to be replaced because it had rotted. Column.
Column. COLOM. Column.
That is not correct. Column. A wooden column supporting the balcony had to be replaced because it had rotted. Column.
Column. COLLUM. Column.
That is not correct. Presume. If it rains that day, Nancy will presume that our
Column.
sorry. Column. A wooden column supporting the balcony had to be replaced because it had rotted. Column.
Column. COLUMN. Column.
That is correct.
No.
Okay.
Would you please spell it again, please?
Yeah, or you can play that good.
Foundation.
Foundation. FONDATION. Foundation.
That is not correct. Foundation. John lost the debate because he failed to lay a foundation for his argument. Foundation.
Foundation. FOUNDATION. Foundation.
That is correct. Pursuit. One of the others who was nearest the door leapt up and started in pursuit. Pursuit.
Pursue. PERSUITE. Pursue.
That is not correct. Pursuit. One of the others who was nearest the door leapt up and started in pursuit. Pursuit.
Pursuit. PURSUIT. Pursuit.
That is correct. Shawl. Alexandra threw a shawl over her head and ran down the path to the windmill. Shawl.
Shawl. SHAWL. Shawl.
That is correct. Mistletoe. Lance earned extra Christmas money selling mistletoe at the mall. Mistletoe.
Mistletoe. MISSLETOE. Mistletoe.
That is not correct. Mistletoe. Lance earned extra Christmas money selling mistletoe at the mall. Mistletoe.
Mistletoe. MISLETOE. Mistletoe.
That is not correct. Mistletoe. Lance earned extra Christmas money selling mistletoe at the mall. Mistletoe.
Mistletoe. M-I-L-S-E-T-O-E. Mistletoe.
That is not correct. Mistletoe is spelled M-I-S-T-L-E-T-O-E. Mistletoe. Irate. When Calvin returned home late, his father was irate. Irate.
Irate. I-R-A-T-E. Irate.
That is correct. Nuance. Hearing the telephone ring in the middle of the night is quite a nuance. Nuance. Okay, we're going to go on. Venture. My heart was beating finely when... Venture. My heart was beating finely when we two set forth in the cold night upon this dangerous venture. Venture.
Venture. V-E-N-T-U-R-E. Venture.
That is correct. Skimpiness. The skimpiness of Eunice's budget did not allow for many luxuries. Skimpiness.
Skimpiness. S-K-I-M-P-N-E-S-S. Skimpiness.
That is not correct. Skimpiness. The skimpiness of Eunice's budget did not allow for many luxuries. Skimpiness.
Skimpiness. S-K-I-M-P-Y-N-E-S-S. Skimpiness.
That is not correct. Skimpiness. The skimpiness of Eunice's budget did not allow for many luxuries. Skimpiness.
Skimpiness. S-K-I-M-P-I-N-E-S-S. Skimpiness.
That is correct. Seedling. Karen bought a maple seedling at the tree farm. Seedling.
Seedling. S-E-E-D-L-I-N-G. Seedling.
That is correct. Sentry. The sentry reported a suspicious vehicle parked down the street from the barracks. Sentry.
Sentry. S-E-N-T-R-Y. Sentry.
That is correct. Dawdler. Lauren was such a dawdler that she often missed the school bus. Dawdler.
Dawdler. D-O-D-D-L-E-R. Dawdler.
That is not correct. Dawdler. Lauren was such a dawdler that she often missed the school bus. Dawdler.
Dawdler. D-A-W-L-E-R. Dawdler.
That is not correct. Dawdler. Lauren was such a dawdler that she often missed the school bus. Dawdler.
Dawdler. D-A-W-D-L-E-R. Dawdler.
That is correct. Dovetail. The cabinet maker taught his apprentice how to dovetail pieces of wood. Dovetail.
Dovetail. D-U-B-T-A-I-L. Dovetail.
That is not correct. Dovetail. The cabinet maker taught his apprentice how to dovetail pieces of wood. Dovetail.
Dovetail. D-U-V-E-T-A-L-E. Dovetail.
That is not correct. Yes, it is. Mm-hmm. But it was read in context, so generally. Dovetail. The cabinet maker taught his apprentice how to dovetail pieces of wood. Dovetail.
Dovetail. D-O-V-E-T-A-I-L. Dovetail.
That is correct. Haven. The ship warped 3 or 4 miles round the corner of the island and up a narrow passage to the haven behind Skeleton Island. Haven.
Haven. H-A-V-E-N. Haven.
That is correct. Parsnip. Jake yanked a parsnip from his garden. Parsnip.
Parsnip. P-A-R-S-N-I-P. Parsnip.
That is correct. Profuse. Julia offered a profuse thanks for Chad's years of service to the community. Profuse.
Profuse. P-R-O-F-U-S-E. Profuse.
That is correct. Upright. When Mother's old upright vacuum cleaner finally broke down, she went out and bought a new canister model. Upright.
Upright. U-P-R-I-G-H-T. Upright.
That is correct. Definite. Dad sounded quite definite when he told us to turn off the TV. Definite.
Definite. D-E-F-E-N-A-N-T. Definite.
That is not correct. Definite. Dad sounded quite definite when he told us to turn off the TV. Definite.
Definite. D-E-F-I-N-I-T-E. Definite.
That is correct. Topaz. Leslie received a yellow topaz for her birthday. Topaz.
Topaz. T-O-P-A-Z. Topaz.
That is correct. Turnstile. Contrary to the prominently posted warning sign, Calvin hopped over the turnstile. Turnstile.
Turnstile. T-U-R-N-S-T-Y-L-E. Turnstile.
That is not correct. Turnstile. Contrary to the prominently posted warning sign, Calvin hopped over the turnstile. Turnstile.
Turnstile. T-U-R-N-S-T-I-L-E. Turnstile.
That is correct. Misfortune. Carl had first learned of Alexandra's misfortune from a San Francisco paper. Misfortune.
Misfortune. M-I-S-F-O-R-T-U-N-E. Misfortune.
That is correct. Bargain. Bill was disappointed when none of the shopkeepers would bargain with him. Bargain.
Bargain. B-A-R-G-A-I-N. Bargain.
That is correct. Nostril. In some cultures, a pierced nostril adorned with a ring is considered attractive. Nostril.
Nostril. Nostril. Nostril.
That is correct. Parachute. Nick learned how to fold and pack a parachute before making his first jump. Parachute.
Parachute. Parachute. Parachute.
That is correct. Durable. Jimmy brought along a pair of durable hiking boots for his trek through the mountainous terrain. Durable.
Durable. Durable. Durable.
That is correct. Rose root. Laura planted rose root along the sidewalk. Rose root. I'm sorry. Rose root. Laura planted rose root along the sidewalk. Rose root.
Rose root. Roseroot. Rose root.
That is correct. Appetite. Appetite. George went back to his meal with a good appetite. Appetite.
Appetite. Appetite. Appetite.
That is correct. Hickory. Sophie napped in the shade of the tall hickory. Hickory.
Hickory. Hickerry. Hickory.
That is not correct. Hickory. Sophie napped in the shade of the tall hickory tree. Hickory.
Hickory. Hickory. Hickory.
That is correct. Gingham. Bessie made curtains of blue gingham for her kitchen. Gingham. Bessie made curtains of blue gingham for her kitchen. Gingham.
Gingham. Gingum. Gingham.
That is not correct. Gingham. Bessie made curtains of blue gingham for her kitchen. Gingham.
Gingham. Gingem. Gingham.
That is not correct. Gingham is spelled Gingham. Gingham. Wedge. Carl cut a wedge of cheese and put it on a cracker. Wedge.
Wedge. Wedge. Wedge.
That is correct. Tapestry. Teresa admired the vivid colors of the tapestry hanging in the corridor. Tapestry.
Tapestry. Tapestry. Tapestry.
That is correct. Resolute. Jody remained resolute in his decision to resign from the committee. Resolute.
Resolute. Resolute. Resolute.
That is correct. Diagonal. Chris preferred the tile floor with the diagonal pattern. Diagonal.
Diagonal. Diagonal. Diagonal.
That is correct. Grenade. Willie lost part of his leg when a grenade exploded near him. Grenade.
Grenade. Grenade. Grenade.
That is correct.
You guys can sit closer.
Deceitful. The Better Business Bureau warned Jasper of the company's deceitful business practices. Deceitful.
Deceitful. Deceitful, deceitful.
That is correct. Peculiar. The peculiar odor from the kitchen came from the curry powder Mom was using to spice the soup. Peculiar.
Peculiar. P-E-C-U-L-I-A-R. Peculiar.
That is correct. Halibut. At the aquarium, Ernie saw a halibut the size of a sleeping bag. Halibut.
Halibut. H-A-L-A-B-I-T. Halibut.
That is not correct. Halibut. At the aquarium, Ernie saw a halibut the size of a sleeping bag. Halibut.
Halibut. H-A-L-I-B-E-T. Halibut.
That is not correct. Halibut is spelled H-A-L-I-B-U-T. Halibut. Penguin. The zoo gave a birthday party for its oldest penguin. Penguin.
Penguin. P-E-N-G-U-I-N. Penguin.
That is correct. Pioneer. Julie worked last summer in a restored pioneer village. Pioneer.
Pioneer. P-I-O-N-E-E-R. Pioneer.
That is correct. Knife-like. The tops of the trees created a knife-like silhouette on the horizon. Knife-like.
Knife-like. N-I-F-E-L-I-K-E. Knife-like.
That is not correct. Knife-like. The tops of the trees created a knife-like silhouette on the horizon. Knife-like.
Knife-like. K-N-I-F-E-L-I-K-E. Knife-like.
That is correct. Congratulations.
He just spun around. We heard him talking to his spoiler.
Spotter, and he said that he thought he hit an oil slick or something, a slick spot on the track. He said, I don't know what happened. He just went around him.
There we see him put the string on the right side, trying to get the wheels, the front wheels lined up with the rear wheels.
Well, because Jeff Burton has fallen back so far in the standings and will continue to do so as long as his car is behind the wall, Dale Jarrett's going to pick up the points lead here tonight. Jarrett currently in 4th position as the cars line up for a restart. That when we come back.
If you end up using anything but AC Delco parts in your car, who knows where you'll end up? AC Delco. If you're not asking for it, you're asking for it.
You know, I always recommend AC Delco automotive parts to all my customers. They're some of the most dependable you can buy. AC Delco. If you're not asking for it, you're asking for it.
Today we're going to learn the easy way to mow the lawn. This is a lawn. This is a boy. Lawn. Boy. Lawn. Boy. Lawn boy. Easy, huh?
Lawn Boy. Easy to start, easy to use, easy to maintain.
Any questions?
Why are there two of you?
One love, one heart. Say now, let's get together and feel alright. Feel Jamaica move you. Oh, Jamaica touch you. Oh, now let's get together and feel alright. Say now, come to Jamaica.
Call your travel agent or 1-800-JAMAICA.
We asked a professional race car driver to test our Firehawk SH30 high-performance tires with Unit T. Unit T, the ultimate tire technology we've spent years perfecting. In fact, when it comes to designing performance tires for wet cornering, we've been around the block. The Firestone Firehawk SH30 with Unit T. Get a grip on wet cornering.
Buy 4 Firestone tires with Unity and get a $35 gift certificate from Target stores.
The Hardee's All-Star Racing Team Collector's Cup, featuring all 7 members of the Hardee's Racing Team.
Martin's coming in for an unscheduled pit stop.
It holds 44 ounces of your favorite beverage, even if you can't. Get your Collector's Cup now at Hardee's, a proud sponsor of the Roush Racing family.
Back at Richmond, where Mike Skinner is leading at this facility for the first time in his Winston Cup career and only the second short track race that he has ever led. And the points leaders have really been taking it on the chin here tonight. Of course, Skinner did lead the points for 3 races this year. Now finds himself as the leader of the race. He started back in second, but has been as low as 43rd. So he's gone from the very back to the very front. Moments ago, after the green flag came out, look what happened up front.
Looks like Mark Martin and Ernie Irvin touched together, and Mark went very high on the racetrack. And look at Rusty Wallace coming into the picture there now. He gets a little bump from Joe Nemechek, but keeps going. Everybody keeps going. No caution. They're all out there running good now. Mark Martin dropped back to 9th. Rusty is in 7th. There's the leader. Here is Dale Earnhardt and Ward Burton battling for the 6th position. Back to the 5th position.
Right now, Earnhardt has that 5th position. Ward Burton is in 6th place. And right in front of them, Bobby Hamilton is still battling with Dale Jarrett. Hamilton has been able to go by Jarrett, take that 3rd spot away.
We did pass him a couple of laps ago. Dale's car will have a new paint job, as many of them do in the Winston. Next week, it'll be a special paint job. And, of course, they sell collectible cars when they do that.
And all of that will benefit the Susan G. Komen Breast Cancer Foundation. So the proceeds will go to a very, very worthy cause.
All these shots, courtesy for Pennzoil Copter Cam, as we see Jarrett trying to get back on the inside of Hamilton again. Couldn't quite do it.
That's a tough place to pass over there now. It's hard to get traction off the turn 2 down on the low side of the racetrack.
Most of these cars now have moved up the racetrack, running that high line, thinking that the low groove might have something to do with the right front tire problems tonight.
On board with Dale Jarrett. Back up front, it is Mike Skinner with a 1 1/3 second lead over Bobby Labonte. And Jerry, we may have a first-time winner here tonight.
Bob, if Mike Skinner holds on and gets his first Winston Cup point victory, and this is 87th start, you have to give a call to this crew led by Larry McReynolds and David Smith. Their pit stops have been 15.35, 15.51, 15.70, and 15.91 seconds. They have not had a stop even approaching 16 seconds tonight, and that is impressive.
It has, and he's done the job on the racetrack, too. Points are going to shuffle greatly here as long as Jeff Burton is behind the wall. And, of course, Gordon is also having his problems. Dale Jarrett right now is the points leader with Mark Martin up into 4th spot. There is Mark battling with Rusty Wallace for the 7th position. Skinner has gained 4 positions. Tony Stewart has lost 4 right now in the battle.
Okay, we see Mark Martin beginning to work his way back up. He was 9th, and now he's back up to 7th. I don't think he damaged his race car at all. He just had to settle back down and get back in a rhythm.
Roger, right along with the Mark Martin Valvoline Ford, you know, MC Anderson was sponsored with his race car back in the early 80s by Valvoline. I drove for MC back in 1979, 1980, and about 9 days ago on a Friday, MC Anderson lost his life down in Savannah, and all of us here at ESPN we're very saddened by the news of that. So, Jan, the family, take care.
He was a great guy.
All right, on board with Rusty Wallace now, and a taste of the race. Our Jimmy Dean Sausage onboard telemetry. Down to about 92 miles an hour, and on the accelerator up to 143 and about 64% of braking.
You'll see Mark Martin on the inside of Ward Burton right in front of Rusty, trying to take that 6th spot away.
Mark's car back on the move again after he had that little skirmish up there and dropped back to 9th place.
Go back to Rusty Wallace and check out the 64%. He slows down in the corners to about 91 mile per hour minimum as he accelerates down the front stretch. This will be the fastest part of the racetrack, 148 miles per hour down this D-shaped front stretch at Richmond International Raceway.
And the tachometer up to about 8,300 RPM.
On the back, he will turn more than that on the front. Now, Dale Jarrett has moved back in front of Bobby Hamilton, takes back over the 3rd spot.
Got to run off of turn 4 the last time around and was able to beat him into turn 1.
Bill has an update on Jeff Burton, who's continuing to lose positions and trailing in the point standings now.
And they have determined it's the rear end gear that went away on the 99 car. The pinion was gone. Buddy Parrott looked at it. The pinion was gone, so they're going to change the rear end gear. They've checked the transmission. They've checked the drive shaft. Right now, they are not scrambling, obviously, to win this race. They are fighting now to try and win a championship in November. They have not stopped since the car went behind the wall. They're changing the gear. Then they'll hopefully put Burton back out on the racetrack, and he'll run for as many points as he can, but they've got a lot of work to do back here. Remember, everything underneath that car is very, very, very high.
Back to 34th position right now, and that means that Dale Jarrett is the current points leader in NASCAR Winston Cup competition. The 98 car of Rick Mast, as we explained earlier, we have a new paint job and a new sponsor on that car. He's also having a doggone good run. He's in 19th.
Trying to take over 18th with Kenny Schrader. What the name of that pipe company was? Hobus?
Hobus,
As we did go by Steve Park trying to get back on the racetrack in the Pennzoil car and make a few more laps. Steve Park now is 39 laps behind the leader.
Tony Stewart is a lap down as a result of getting caught a lap down in the pits. He's in 26th position, still in there battling hard with these cars that are on the lead lap.
Rich Bickle is also on the lead lap, and he is in 14th. But, John, does he have a problem?
Right now, Bob, it's a problem with the power steering for Rich Bickle. He started 42nd, worked all the way up to 14th. He was very loose early in the race. James Ince, his new crew chief, did a great job keeping him calm. They've made minor adjustments every pit stop. The car's pretty good right now, but wouldn't you know it, the gremlins bite. A problem with the power steering is not too bad out on the racetrack. It's a little hard to turn. The main problem is in leaving the pits. If a car is pitted in front of him, he has to really crank the wheel hard to the right to get around him. So Rich Bickle, a good run now despite having a problem with the power steering.
Bill Elliott is right behind Rich.
Bill is in 15th position. Sorry, Bob.
Yep.
He's about 12.4 seconds behind the leader, Mike Skinner. Mike Skinner is just checking out up front.
Well, the interval now has moved up to more than 2.25 seconds as Mike Skinner has that much of advantage over Bobby Labonte. Just about 124 laps to go in the Pontiac Excitement 400. We'll be right back.
Eagle One A to Z wheel cleaner removes remove stubborn brake dust easily. And Eagle One Wet Tire Shine applies a clear high gloss shine instantly. But why does NASCAR winner Mark Martin use premium Eagle One products exclusively?
When you're in the spotlight, you always want to look your best.
Eagle One A to Z Wheel Cleaner and Eagle One Wet Tire Shine for the perfect finish. Eagle One, are you ready for the attention? Yes.
Oh, yes.
When you come to this year's Triple Crown races, you're bound to hear the same word repeated again and again. Yes. Everywhere from the heights of the clubhouse, right on down to the rail.
Yes!
No. No? Unless you try to buy your ticket with American Express. Visa, official card of the Visa Triple Crown Challenge. It's everywhere you want to be.
Have you been there? Where water and time find their canvas? Where dreams and flowers bloom? Where beyond each horizon lies another? The land offers an open, eternal invitation to roam, explore, wonder. There are amazing things here and there, which is why we try, in little ways, to protect it. Just something to think about the next time you need fuel.
Gordon is way behind. Stick a fork in Jeff. He's done. Oh, my. What is he thinking? Holy Baloo. What the heck is that?
Ooh, that's gotta hurt.
Well, what could possess a man to drive like that?
Gotcha.
He's making his move backwards. Gordon wins.
We gotta get him a couple.
Ready to spend a weekend with Rusty Wallace?
Hey, Rusty, did you pop the trunk?
It's gonna be a long weekend. If your game piece matches this one, Energizer is sending you to the races with Rusty.
ESPN is back with live coverage of the Pontiac Excitement 400 tomorrow from Pikes Peak International Raceway near Colorado Springs at 3:30. It's the Napa 300K for the NASCAR Craftsman Truck Series as Mike Bliss has won the pole position and will lead them to the green. 3:30 tomorrow.
Want to see something good, folks? Tune in at 3:30. You'll see a very good race. It's Jimmy Spencer slow down in turn one. Spencer was running in.
There's Jimmy as he slowly circulates now.
Jeff Burton had gone back out on the racetrack, but he's going back in now and going behind the wall again.
And Jimmy Spencer is coming in for a pit stop.
Spencer's one of those drivers on the lead lap.
So now he's going to lose a lap, and there will be 22 on the lead circuit. They're going to change all four tires, John Kernan.
Apparently a tire going down for Jimmy Spencer. He radioed the crew just moments ago, said, I need to pit. So they came in, put four tires on the race car. You can see some damage on the left rear of the car. He's reminded it's 4,300 RPM, the speed limit, to go down pit road for the flat tire for Jimmy Spencer.
Also a little bit of damage on the right side of the car. Looks like a donut or two, actually more than two or three of them on the right side there. Well, there's Mike Skinner, who's put about almost 2 seconds now between himself and Bobby Labonte. Quite a night for Mike Skinner so far with 114 laps to go. There's the interval between first and second.
In case some of you fans have tuned in a little bit late, he got 2 laps down early in the race when he had a tire problem. He made those 2 laps up, and now pulling away from the field.
And a battle between Mark Martin and Bobby Hamilton for fourth.
And Mark takes it away.
And a good battle here for 9th position as Nemechek has it and Kyle Petty wants it.
And this has been going on for the last 30, 40 laps anyway between these two cars. Kyle Petty still running that very bottom of the racetrack like he always does.
Well, I understand it was a right front tire on Jimmy Spencer as we watch this battle for the 9th position. Bobby Labonte is beginning to close in now a little bit on Mike Skinner. He's cut it down now to about 1.5 seconds, and he was over 2 seconds behind.
Jeff Burton, the Exide Ford, did go back on the racetrack thinking that the gear was the problem. He went back on the racetrack and discovered the vibration was still there. So now he's back behind the wall once again trying to figure out where that vibration is coming from.
Now you wonder now, might it be the transmission? Or I guess they probably changed the drive shaft when they changed the rear gearing, or at least they had checked it before.
In any case, Burton is now in 35th position as they continue to work on the car behind the wall. And Mike Skinner looks like he's going to be coming up on some pretty heavy traffic here in the next few laps.
Yeah, and Bobby Labonte is mowing his lead down. It's down to 1.3 seconds now.
There is John Andretti, who led earlier tonight for 24 laps, but was one of those who had a right front go down, sending him into the wall. He currently is where?
He's 41st.
Oh, yeah.
Bob, 118 laps. Yeah.
Riding along with the 4th place car now, Mark Martin of Valvoline Ford as he goes by. There's 5th place. Bobby Hamilton right behind the Kodak Film Chevrolet. And he and Earnhardt battling for that 5th spot.
Both Richard Childress cars having good runs here tonight. Skinner leading, Earnhardt 6th. Now 5th.
There's Rick Mast and Jeremy Mayfield battling for position. That's 16th and 17th. Right behind them is Ricky Craven, who's having a good run, still on the lead lap. Ricky is in 19th position. Terry Labonte in the Kellogg Chevrolet number 5, who won here last year, but he is 4 laps behind now in 30th position, not having a good night tonight. He lost those laps on a couple of unscheduled pit stops. He lost 1 lap on the racetrack, but he's lost others on unscheduled pit stops, green flag pit stops.
He was one of the ones to discover this tire problem early tonight that forced him to come to the pits and lose the laps early.
Rusty Wallace is closed in behind Ward Burton. That's about for 7th spot. Rusty's trying to take it away. Looks like he will take it away from that Caterpillar Pontiac.
Rusty is 8 8/10 seconds behind the leader.
And we're coming up on the 100 laps to go mark.
And we see that Bobby Labonte is getting closer and closer. He's now down to less than 3/4 of a second behind the leader.
Dallenbach is trying to stay on the lead lap in 21st position. And, they're going to get 3 wide here off the corner, or are they?
Well, they tried to.
While Skinner is trying to work through this traffic, Bobby Labonte is closing in. He's reduced the interval from 1.6 seconds to less than a second. As we look at the AutoZone on-track interval report,
it's less than nothing. He's about to pass him on the outside. I guess no, it's not.
There's no such thing as less than nothing, but it's gone. That's for sure. Looking back from Wally Dallenbach.
Wally fighting desperately to stay on that lead lap. So is Jeff Bodine, who is right there on the inside. they don't have anywhere to go with those two cars running side by side up there, Jeff Ledine and Wally Dallenbach. So the leaders just didn't have anywhere to go there for a moment. Dale Jarrett, he's liking all of that because he was about 4.5 seconds behind. Now he's only 2 seconds behind.
They are wheel to wheel all the way around the racetrack. Labonte and Skinner. Down to less than 2 seconds now, the interval between second and third. There is Jarrett coming up.
And Bobby Labonte finally gets by Skinner, take the lead.
So Skinner has led 59, but now give the lead to Bobby Labonte, who earlier tonight led 35. But Wally Dallenbach right now staying on the lead lap in 20th position as Labonte goes to the inside and does put him a lap down. More from Richmond after this.
This summer, if you can dream it up, Sonic can put it in a cup. We've got hundreds of drink flavors you can mix and match. Plus, our 44-ounce Route 44 big drinks. Enough choices to let your dreams run wild.
Sonic America's driving.
Clean is my business. So when I'm on the road, Super 8's my motel. Clean carpets, clean seats, clean. Clean inside and out. Life's great at Super 8.
Some things are obvious from the start. Like, things turn out better when you work together. That's why the UAW International Union and General Motors Corporation got together to create programs to improve skills and safety, to educate, to promote teamwork and build better quality cars and trucks. Assembly line to finish line. Teamwork wins.
Choosing a personal watercraft can be a real test, but Rusty Wallace knows just what he wants. Polaris, when you know what you want. See your local dealer for big savings on select models.
Call it a bonanza, an extravaganza. It's how you save on tires. Now at Pep Boys, all 35,000-mile tires are 4 for only $99, and all 70,000-mile tires 4 for $169. Pep Boys.
Cars like us.
People love us.
If you're going to find a dandelion anywhere around here, it's going to be in the neighbor's yard, not mine. Scott's Turf Builder Plus 2 eliminates the weeds. The lawn is very thick and luxurious. Turf Builder Plus 2 is a fantastic product. I love the results. I beat the dandelions.
You beat on people or they beat on you. That's what racing's all about.
Boom. You feel it everywhere. Your shoulder, back, whenever you bump somebody.
You want to be the one doing the bumping.
You could call them door dings, but most of the time they're tire marks. If it's on the left side of your car, it means somebody hammered on you all day long.
When you run with the big boys, it shows. The Trade and Paint Series. Capturing all the bumps, rubs, and scrapes of racing NASCAR like only Hot Wheels does. Limited quantities while supplies last.
And once you get into somebody, your heart just stops, and all of a sudden it goes again.
I know just how you feel.
Hot Wheels Racing. Feel it.
In the Pontiac Excitement 400, Kyle Petty's crew has kept him in 10th position, but it's been bad news for Jeff Burton. The 31 team is trying to figure out how to win this race. Larry McReynolds has his driver, Mike Skinner, out front. He and Labonte have been trading the lead, but right now Skinner has it again. Jerry has more.
The car Mike Skinner is driving here is the one that carried him to victory lane at Motegi, Japan last November. It's also the same car he qualified fourth and finished fourth with at Las Vegas and was running in the top 3 at California until they had a ductwork problem which cost them on pit road, and they finished in the top 10. It is the best race car they have, and right now it's giving him his best chance at winning his first Winston Cup point event.
Once again, Bobby Labonte mounts a challenge. Skinner's best finish in points-paying events. Third place twice. Watkins Glen last year and the Pepsi 400 at Daytona last year.
Mike Skinner right now is trying to use the car of Ricky Craven to keep that 18 car behind him. He's trying to run the 18 behind the 58, using it as like a pick in basketball. But now Craven comes down and blocks the 31 car. Oh, my goodness.
And they have to go 3 wide down the backstretch. Both of them get around Craven, and Skinner maintains the advantage, but look at Bobby Labonte.
And Skinner got a little loose there.
Yep, slipped a little.
That allowed Bobby to move back in front.
Hardy's field summary, the points battle. Jarrett, the top Ford, running third. There are 3 Fords in the top 10. 4 Chevys in the top 10. And, of course, the Pontiac of Bobby Labonte leads their 3 Pontiacs in the top 10. So good equal distribution.
Under Circuit City onboard camera, Bobby Labonte, the leader of the race, as he looks back at Mike Skinner at Lowe's Home Improvement Warehouse Chevrolet.
There's the view from overhead. The Pennzoil Copter Cam, the 6 and the 88. Battle for third. Martin and Jarrett.
Boy, Martin has had a heck. Where'd he go back to when he got bumped up there, Ned?
Went back to 9th position, and now he's just taken over third.
Wow.
Bill has more on Jarrett.
Well, I think Dale Jarrett's run a very impressive race tonight in very patient fashion. Todd Bodine constantly reminding him not to abuse his tires. He's done very good on the long runs, and their tire temperatures aren't nearly as high as some of the other teams. Right now, his car is just a little bit tight. They're going to take a half pound out of the right rear and put 1 round of wedge in it to see what happens. They've got a little over 80 laps to try and catch the 2 front runners.
Just like you taught him, right, Ned?
Yeah, of course.
Speaking of 80 laps to go, I wonder how many guys can make it. Can anybody make it on fuel or tires, or are they going to have to stop again?
I think they will. I believe they'll all have to stop in.
Okay.
There's Dale Earnhardt in 5th position.
Jeff Gordon and John Andretti coming back down pit road, and Jeff Gordon has made this is the 2nd pit stop he's made in the last 10 laps. He's dropped all the way back to 32nd.
And Jeff Burton rolls out from behind the wall to do battle once again. But boy, it's been a lousy evening for Jeff. He's 37th, 74 laps down.
Jeremy Mayfield is in the pits. I guess this would be a scheduled pit stop for him. Maybe short pitting a little bit, coming in a little certainly before the other leaders. Jeremy just gone a lap down not too long ago.
So he goes back out. 16 cars are on the lead lap. And Bobby Labonte now with about a half-second advantage over Mike Skinner. Stay with us. More live coverage in a moment.
Hey, easy, Tread. Gus, I'll give it to you straight. You've had an excellent life of service, taking the kids to school, family vacations, but it's time to retire. Whoa. And when it's time for you to retire, get to Town Fair Tire with guaranteed low prices on brand name tires like Toyo tires. All Toyo tires on sale now. Plus, at Town Fair Tire, tire inspection, rotation, and snow tire changeover are free.
Name brands at discount prices. Town Fair Tire.
More than auto parts, auto people.
Now at Acme, the $7.99 oil change special, including NASCAR licensed Wix oil filter and 5 quarts of Amelie oil.
This program to inform you that ESPN Classic has been taken over. That's right. May 22nd, ESPN Classic is being run by Billy Crystal, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, and Spike Lee.
I'm ready.
To see it, call your cable company today.
Okay.
They're calling the shots and picking the shows all day, May 22nd. To see it, you gotta get ESPN Classic. What do you gotta do?
Something here comes again.
For the best classic sports, call your cable company or satellite provider today.
This is a sport that brings families together. Most of the time, anyway.
You're mine today, buddy. That rooster's crowing a little early this morning, isn't it?
This is a sport where the hearts race every bit as fast as the cars. And this is a sport where some of its biggest fans are some of its smallest. This is NASCAR.
Pit stops are being completed as the caution waves again here at Richmond, this time for the Johnny Benson car, which got up and bumped the wall after possibly a right front going down.
You see the safety vehicle out picking up debris up in turns 1 and 2, where Johnny Benson had the problem with the Cheerios Ford. And we see still sparks under that car. So evidently the flat tire has broken something loose under the car that's dragging.
After the pit stops have been made, Bobby Labonte, Mark Martin, and Dale Jarrett are first, second, and third. Here's what happened. It was up in turn number 2.
And
yes, he really didn't hit it, did he? Kept it away from the wall.
He was very fortunate.
Yep. And here are the top 3 when the pit stops were made. Labonte, Skinner, and Martin.
Jerry Puncher talked about those great pit stops that Mike Skinner has been making all night, and they were phenomenal. Under 17 seconds, all of them. And this time he came out in 4th position.
Yep, went in 2nd and out 4th. Jerry?
And ironically, guys, they didn't make any changes at all on this final pit stop. They just came in and put 4 tires on the car. And Mike said that we really couldn't change anything. He's just a little bit loose in, a little tight coming off. So they made no significant change there. Now, Mark Martin had a great pit stop, and they made adjustments on his car. It took some air out of the right rear, had a 1.5 round adjustment of the track bar on the Valvoline Ford, but his pit stop under 16 seconds. Let's check in with Bill.
This has been a thrilling night to watch pit stops along pit road. Quick stop for Bobby Labonte and Dale Jarrett, although Labonte's was just a tick slower than what we seen earlier in the evening. No adjustments. Jimmy Makar told him the tires are fine, and you're the best one out there. Dale Jarrett ran 77 green flag laps. They loosened him up a little bit as we talked about, and we'll see how they do. They've got about 70 laps to go when we go back to green. John?
No adjustment on Dale Earnhardt's car, just 4 tires. In fact, Earnhardt just radioed the crew and said, "Boy, I hope this race goes green the rest of the way, because this car is really good on those long green flag runs." In fact, right there before the caution came out, he was catching the 88 car and the 6 car. He was running just as fast, if not faster, than the lead cars. So they're looking for a green flag racing the rest of the way for Earnhardt. They hope that maybe they can get him a short track victory.
Less than 72 laps to go in this one as Bobby Labonte, Mark Martin, Dale Jarrett, Mike Skinner, and Dale Earnhardt are the top 5.
Today we're going to learn the easy way to mow the lawn. This is a lawn. This is a boy. A lawn. Boy. Lawn. Boy. Lawn boy. Easy, huh?
Lawn Boy. Easy to start, easy to use, easy to maintain.
Any questions?
Why are there 2 of you?
I vow to make you invincible, to make your engine sing, to use the strong, tough synthetic oil, the one that has a super breed of molecules to protect you from cold, heat, dirt, time. The one that'll help keep you from growing old. I will never let you die.
Valvoline SynPower. Advanced synthetic technology.
Every Friday, ESPN unveils a new profile in our countdown of the 50 greatest athletes of the century. This week, Big Red. The only thoroughbred to crack 2 minutes in the Derby, he became a legend with his 31-length victory in the Belmont to capture the 1973 Triple Crown. It's a record some say will never be broken. Sports Century's 50 Greatest Athletes, number 35, Secretariat, Friday at 10:30 on ESPN. Presented by General Motors.
Oh, honey.
Missed a great night. Laughed, cried, watched The Lion King 35 times.
You know what you need? A nice hot breakfast.
Bet I do.
Then you better get to McDonald's. Oh, don't forget the hash browns.
Did somebody say McDonald's?
We are training him so well.
Cars have just taken the green flag to resume this race on lap 332. Bobby Labonte getting a lapped car between himself and Mark Martin running in second spot. Back in the field, some sparks being shown from, I believe, the 23 car, maybe and the 26 car also.
Yeah, the 26 car, a lot of sparks coming from his car.
Goes down the corner, you see something on the suspension, and NASCAR will not allow that car. As a matter of fact, they've already posted the 26 to be black flagged the next time by.
The report is that the sway bar is broken on the car. Black flag is being shown once again to Johnny. Meanwhile, Dale Jarrett now comes up and mounts a challenge to Mark Martin.
Mark was on the outside of one of the lap cars, and he just simply couldn't go out there too good. And he found an opening down on the inside, so he rushed in there as quick as he could. And here's Rusty Wallace trying to take away position from Dale Earnhardt. And the 4 car of Bobby Hamlin's got by Earnhardt since they started the race. So Bobby Hamilton now up to 4th, 5th. And
Mike Skinner crashes in turn 4, and several other cars come together also. Ernie Irvan sitting sideways in the racetrack, and so Mike Skinner's chance of winning is eliminated. Boy, what a great run he had tonight, though.
Kevin LePage has damage. Jimmy Spencer has damage.
See, Mike Skinner was running there in, 4th position, and so many cars were behind him. Don't know what happened that caused all of that, but...
And a lot of smoke coming from the LePage car.
Tough break for...
And there's Ernie Irvan moving around in his car. You see he has the window net down. Ernie's had a tough break tonight.
And we see the heavy damage to the front of the M&M's Pontiac. Let's check a replay and see if we can find out what might have happened at the very top of the screen. There we see Skinner go up and back in the fence. Now Skinner comes off the racetrack. He's going to come down right in front of the traffic. And there we see, we're going to see the 36 car come down and probably make contact with
Spencer. There's how LePage got the damage on his left front. Bill Elliott, however, drove through it and will go right with him. Skinner is in. Here's Jerry.
And a very frustrated and very angry Mike Skinner on pit road. He tried to leave and the left front tire was not on, and now the tire has been wedged underneath the fender. Did not have the lug nuts on. They get the jack back beneath the car, and they stop him in his pit box. My, how this race is just falling apart here for Mike Skinner after a great run for 330 laps. Now it's just coming away. Left front damage, left rear damage, the rear end of the car pushed up. Larry McReynolds trying to peel some of the sheet metal away. They were trying to get a tire on, and now Mike sits in the car very, very upset and very frustrated about what happened up there a moment ago.
Ernie Irvan's car is still on the track. They're trying to get it off. Larry McReynolds has won 23 times in NASCAR Winston Cup competition with 6 different drivers: Rudd, Earnhardt, Irvan, Jarrett, and Brett Bodine. Tried to make it number 7 tonight, but he'll try once again. But a great effort from the team and from the driver, Mike Skinner. 338 laps are completed with the caution still waving over Richmond International Raceway.
Day 19, traveling the circuits of NASCAR.
Darlington, Daytona, Talladega, Charlotte. The drivers, the cars, the action, bumper to bumper, mano-a-mano at speeds of over 200 miles an hour, with us covering every heart-pounding, adrenaline-pumping moment at the incredible speed of over
35 miles an hour, as fast as it goes.
What?
It's a good thing they keep going around in circles.
Hardee's All-Star Racing Team Collector's Cup, featuring all 7 members of the Hardee's Racing Team.
Martin's coming in for an unscheduled pit stop.
It holds 44 ounces of your favorite beverage. Even if you can't. Get your Collector's Cup now at Hardee's, a proud sponsor of the Roush Racing family.
We're talking rugged, we're talking fun. You ride the best and the job gets done. Polaris ATVs are made in the USA. We're talking tough.
Buy a new Polaris ATV now, and we'll give you a 2,000-pound worn winch kit. Or choose $250 toward other Polaris accessories. See your Polaris dealer for details.
Polaris ATVs, we're talking tough.
Hi, I'm Jeff Burton with an exciting message for NASCAR fans. Buy any Exide NASCAR Select product and get a Motorola pager free. It's a great way to enter the Exide NASCAR Select 99 sweepstakes. Every month you'll be paged with another chance to win cool prizes. You could even win $50,000 and be an honorary member of the Exide Racing Team pit crew for the first race of the next century. Look for details wherever Exide NASCAR Select is sold.
Holy cow, man, I gotta find a phone.
You're born, you die. In between, you work on cars. We should all be so lucky.
ESPN's coverage of the Pontiac Excitement 400 from Richmond International Raceway being brought to you by Lawn Boy, making mowing easier. By Valvoline, you can always tell the guys who use Valvoline. And by Brewery Fresh Budweiser, official beer of NASCAR. Hey, race fans, this Bud's for you. We continue to be under caution because of an incident involving Mike Skinner and also Ernie Irvan. Ernie Irvan's car is off the racetrack, but we're staying under caution for a few more laps. We'll take another break and be right back.
You know, my first racing days were pretty rough. With my wheels set so close together, I was always getting loose in the turns. Now that I'm trading paint with the big boys, wider is better.
White Track Grand Prix delivers precise control of the corners. No wonder it's been selected official pace car of NASCAR.
There's no getting around it. Wider
is better. Now you can take that to the bank with this winning offer on the White Track Grand Prix. See your local Pontiac dealer for details.
Whoa! Lawn weeds, huh, Pete?
Yeah.
Try Ortho Weed Be Gone.
Weed be what?
Gone, as in out of here.
Like adios.
Weed Be Gone kills weeds without harming your lawn.
Didn't hurt my lawn.
Ortho guarantees it.
Now that's a great lawn.
Lawn weeds? Leave it to Ortho.
There's a moment as I bite into a Wendy's classic double with cheese when everything around me seems to come to a stop. My senses focus on that hot, juicy beef and cool, crisp toppings. For that frozen moment, all seems right in the world. Of course, nothing lasts forever. Then again, I can always come back tomorrow.
Wow, this is nutty.
Hamburger bliss. It comes with every Wendy's classic hamburger.